What is the Money Flow Index? Hello, this is Igor from FX Igor YouTube channel, and today we'll talk about one indicator that people should use more often, that, in my opinion, as good as Relative Strength Index or MACD. So let me see what is the Money Flow Index. So if you go to the indicators in MetaTrader platform, then to go to volumes, you can find Money Flow Index, and you can see it's very similar to Relative Strength Index, but there is a huge difference. So let me see this, how we can calculate Money Flow Index. So in the first step, the algorithm into the MetaTrader platform will calculate typical price. So what is that? You just sum low, high and close price, and then you divide with 3. After that, you calculate raw money flow as you just multiply volume with typical price. In the next step, you calculate money ratio as a difference between the 14-period positive money flow and 14-period negative flow. And then after easily calculation, you can get on the chart a histogram very similar to Relative Strength Index. But I know you don't want to hear about formulas and some other things. You want to hear why this indicator is better than Relative Strength Index very often. First thing that you can spot just on this chart, you have a Relative Strength Index and you have the Money Flow Index. You can see that Relative Strength Index just few times touch 30 and 70 level as overbought, oversold level. During that time, much often this Money Flow Index is overbought and oversold 2080 area. Why this important? If you just see here, for example, just this part, you can see that after overbought area, this price just fall, not so much, but just fall on the daily chart, and you can spot this small flow. You can see if you compare with Relative Strength Index and you create at least 100 testing moments, that usually Money Flow Index has a little bit better success ratio than Relative Strength Index, and it's better react on overbought and oversold level. Of course, you can always use this kind of indicator to draw divergence, and it's an excellent tactic. So look this, I can just put this line here. You have a higher high and then you have a lower higher high. And when we create this line, this is not a typical divergence because the price falling here too, but you can see that this line here, and you can see that it's a little bit better than Relative Strength Index like this. So it's a little bit difference, but in my opinion, Money Flow Index can have less error points than Relative Strength Index. Of course, let me go to Japanese yen 30-minute chart. As you can see, the same story. Here we have a huge drop, but the thing that I like here, that and Relative Strength Index and Money Flow Index just show you the moment when breakout exists. So for breakout strategies, Money Flow Index is good. However, I just want to tell you that if you want to use this kind of strategy and use Money Flow Index maybe to create interesting spot for breakout and enter into buy or sell trade, the good thing is to use simple moving average on daily chart as a simple moving average 200 to determine the major trend. For example, here as you can see, its major trend is bullish. From the February 2022, the major trend switched to the bearish trend. So the majority of the 2022 year for US 500 best shares was bearish during the last year. So as you can see, even then, like this, you try to buy, you can have short time bullish trend. But of course, when you have the major trend bearish, you want to sell and you wait for some overbought level to sell, as you can see here. Very often, Relative Strength Index and Money Flow Index are very similar, but like I said, sometimes you can find more overbought and oversold levels using the Money Flow Index, because for major currency pairs you will see that 60 level very often is resistance source or 40 level is support. And this is the problem to spot the moment. You will miss the moment when trend is shifting. But if you use Money Flow Index, you will have better rate of success to spot the moment when we have a shift from bearish to bullish or bullish to bearish trend. The best results I saw in the gold. So if you're a gold trader, you can see that, of course, I will put a moving average here, 200. Even this is the 4-hour chart, the best performance on the daily chart. But however, you can see that if you just spot interesting moment here, you can catch the bullish trend from the November month to this day and gold price. And Money Flow Index has excellent interpretation. For example, here is a good moment. So you have a bullish trend. The moving average 200 is broken. We have a bullish trend. Then we have a pullback. And using the Money Flow Index, you can spot perfect place to enter into trade and into bullish trade. So this is another good trap for this. This example is range marked for euro-dollar on the hourly chart. Even then, if you see, for example, this spot and you buy here, you can see a little bit push upside. If you buy here, a little bit push upside. If you buy, you will see that Money Flow Index will not make huge mistake. Even in the range market, maybe you will not earn, maybe you will be break even, but there are smaller number of false signal trades if you use Money Flow Index. And on the end, we are watching 4-hour chart, the same thing for the euro-dollar, and as you can see, the same thing. We can see, for example, that very often relative strength index didn't touch 70 level, but Money Flow Index touched. And you can enter here and maybe you can have some kind of a good bearish move here, and maybe you can catch some profit. So relative strength index will miss a lot of opportunities, but Money Flow Index will not. So just think about this indicator. It's good. Sometimes you can replace this indicator with relative strength index, but if you use MACD or relative strength index or Money Flow Index, you will not make mistakes. They're very, very similar indicators, but however, like I said, for me, it's a better, especially for gold, for stocks, or for some highly volatile currency pairs. So this is it. I wish you a great day and bye-bye.